Excellencies, colleagues, good afternoon, and thank you for this opportunity to address what may be the most consequential gathering on cybercrime of our generation. Yesterday, 65 nations signed the UN Convention Against Cybercrime here in this city, the first truly global treaty to tackle digital crime. The headlines focused on cooperation, on jurisdiction, on finally having a framework to pursue criminals across borders. But here's what those headlines missed entirely. Buried in that treaty's deliberately technology neutral language is something far more revolutionary and far more dangerous than a prosecutorial framework. It's a blueprint for turning AI loose in cyberspace as both our salvation and our potential undoing. Let me start with a stark reality check. This convention emerged because, quite frankly, we're getting beaten in the current battle. Global cybercrime losses are projected to reach $10.5 trillion annually by 2025, which is larger than the GDP of every country except the United States and China. We're witnessing hackers using AI chatbots to conduct operations that would have required entire teams just 2 years ago. Voice clones from just 3 minutes of audio are stealing millions. That German energy executive who wired $243,000 to fraudsters because he believed his CEO was giving direct orders, the voice was perfect. The AI was flawless. The victim was human. But here's where yesterday's convention offers us a fundamentally different narrative. That is, if we're brave enough to see both its promise and its peril. The treaty gives us the legal architecture to deploy AI defensively at unprecedented scale. And that changes everything. Consider Article 11, which targets devices designed or adapted primarily for the purpose of committing cyber dependent crimes. Read it differently. It creates legal space for defensive AI that can operate autonomously to protect systems. Right now, organizations hesitate to deploy aggressive AI defenses because of liability concerns. What happens when your AI defender damages an attacker's infrastructure? The convention's framework begins to provide answers. Here's what's already happening. JP Morgan Chase's $1.5 trillion security and resiliency initiative isn't just buying more analysts, it is investing in AI systems that work while humans sleep. Autonomous patch management that scans, tests, and deploys fixes in minutes, not weeks. The convention's procedural powers, data preservation, cross-border access, real-time collection that provide the legal foundation for AI systems that can trace attack patterns across borders in real time, automatically preserving evidence and coordinating responses faster than any human team. Imagine AI defenders following a ransomware campaign from Moscow to Mumbai to Montreal in minutes, maintaining evidential chains, coordinating with international partners, building prosecution cases while the attack unfolds. But here's where this gets really complex and potentially dangerous. The treaty's technology neutral approach means defensive AI isn't limited by today's category. We're seeing AI systems that actively deceive attackers, honeypots, using AI to engage cybercriminals in conversations, learning their techniques while wasting their resources. Take voice deepfakes. Instead of detecting fakes after creation, AI systems now generate synthetic canary voices, unique signatures embedded in communication. When criminals clone a CEO's voice, the AI defender already knows it's fake. The convention's international cooperation mechanisms become force multipliers. Article 35 enables data sharing, but that same provision could allow AI security systems to share threat intelligence globally in real time. Singapore detects a pattern. Sao Paulo gets immunized within seconds. Now, here's where I need to be brutally honest about what we're unleashing. We're witnessing the emergence of entirely new categories of warfare. Within 2 years, we'll see truly autonomous ransomware campaigns, AI systems that independently select targets, craft attacks, exploit vulnerabilities, encrypt systems, and negotiate ransoms without human intervention. More concerning, swarm intelligence applied to cybercrime. Dozens of AI agents collaborating reconnaissance, social engineering, exploitation, money laundering, all of them coordinating autonomously, learning from failures, operating at machine speed. This isn't science fiction. This is the logical evolution of capabilities we're seeing in laboratories and criminal forums today. Here's the fundamental dilemma the convention creates: legal certainty for AI versus warfare that operates across sovereign borders. The treaty's investigative powers could give organizations cover to deploy AI systems that act autonomously when under attack. A hospital network facing AI-powered ransomware could automatically isolate systems, trace attack sources, preserve evidence, and even pursue the attacker's infrastructure, all while complying with international law. But think about what that means. We're essentially automating cyber operations across borders. When my AI defender traces an attack to servers in another country and takes countermeasures, whose sovereignty governs that action? When defensive AI systems share intelligence in real time across borders, who controls that information flow? This is where SecDev's work on a trilateral dialogue between Russia, China, and the United States becomes critical to understanding what we're really building here. In our track 1.5 discussions, we've identified a crucial distinction that the convention both enables and complicates: the difference between cooperation on AI safety and competition on AI security. Safety is about preventing autonomous systems from causing unintended harm, keeping them aligned with human values and intentions. Here, surprisingly, there's remarkable convergence between adversaries. Nobody wants their AI systems to spiral out of control. Uh, Security, however, is about using AI systems as instruments of national power and competitive advantage. And here, the interests of states diverge dramatically. The convention creates a legal framework that could inadvertently automate this competition. When AI systems operate autonomously across borders in the name of cyber defense, we risk creating a new category of automated sovereignty violation. Consider the escalation dynamics this creates. Right now, cyber operations require human decision making at critical junctures. That introduces delays, gives space for de escalation, allows for diplomatic intervention. But autonomous AI defenders operating at machine speed across borders could trigger international incidents faster than any human could intervene. We're potentially automating our way into conflicts that no human intended to start. In our trilateral discussions, Russian participants consistently raise concerns about what they call technological sovereignty, the ability to control critical technologies within their borders. Chinese participants focus on cyber sovereignty, or the right to govern cyberspace within territorial boundaries. Americans emphasize technological superiority, which mean maintaining competitive advantages in critical capabilities. The convention's framework for autonomous AI defense cuts across all three concerns simultaneously. The real challenge isn't just technical, it's governance. Future cyber defenders won't just train humans, they'll train us to train other agents. The most critical cybersecurity skill isn't incident response anymore. It's eye coordination, understanding how artificial minds work, learn, and can be corrupted or defended. We're already seeing Worm GPT and Fraud GPT, criminal AI systems designed to exploit the lag between human detection and response. More concerning are AI systems trained on poison datasets, learning criminal behavior as normal operation. Here's what makes this both terrifying and hopeful. The same AI capabilities that enable autonomous cybercrime also enable autonomous cyber defense. We're seeing the emergence of immune system AI, or defensive systems that actively hunt threats, learn attacker behavior, and develop countermeasures autonomously. These systems don't just respond to known threats, they anticipate threats that don't yet exist. But we need governance frameworks that prevent these defensive capabilities from becoming destabilizing offensive capabilities. The convention gives us legal architecture, but we need operational protocols that preserve sovereignty while enabling defense. The path forward requires embracing revolutionary potential while building constraints to prevent autonomous escalation. Organizations need to treat AI as autonomous agents operating within legal framework. Security teams need to become AI trainers. And critically, policymakers need to understand that The convention isn't just about prosecution, it's about preventing an arms race in autonomous cyber capabilities. We stand at an inflection point more profound than the shift from analog to digital. Yesterday, signing here in Hanoi was a declaration that we're ready to fight algorithm with algorithm, intelligence with intelligence. But it also opened Pandora's box for automated cyber operations that could destabilize the very sovereignty the convention seeks to protect. The criminals gave us the blueprint when they weaponized AI against us. The question isn't whether we can turn AI against cybercrime, it's whether we can do so without automating our way into conflicts that no human intended. In this new era, the winners will be those who adapt fastest while building the constraints that prevent artificial intelligence from making decisions about war and peace at machine speed. The convention gives us the legal foundation. Now, we need the wisdom to use it without losing control of what we've created. Thank you. And for those of you who are wondering, yes, this recording was done by AI cloning my voice.